of this stream, the purpose of this stream is just to keep the title out, to keep the idea out. Really, it's a una idea, and I'm going to game and do stuff. It's more to keep this out there. Somebody's going to see it. Somebody in the world will see it, share it, it'll spread. And I love the idea, man. To be honest, I just streamed. Love the idea, man. There we go. It's working. God, I streamed an hour and a half this morning. I woke up, I scanned, I fed my cat, I got the fireplace going. It's below freezing, and then and then I got on here and I decided instead of gaming that I would just rant, and I ranted for an hour and a half, just a free flow of thought, just ranting and talking about things, about the same kind of stuff I like to talk about. You know, the last political rant was a lot of repetition in this one this morning, but it's to get people to think in a certain way. But the idea came to me during that rant that was not. I recorded an hour and a half, dude. It was up, and then I went back to listen to it, and there was no audio. It was just this screen, and it was because my headset, my gaming headset, was set to mute. The controller it looked like it was going, but there's another one on the headset. Anyway, I felt better at the end of it. That's the takeaway. You guys, nobody got to hear any of it, but I felt good at the end of it because it was like I released this thought out into the air, these things, and it all kind of came together. But for this one, I want to keep the title up. And I want the idea to get out that Joe Biden could pardon the J6'ers. He could help heal America. He could do a massive thing to his legacy on the way out, right? He got fucked. We went after him pretty hard, right? The biggest thing on my channel is Joe Biden getting yelled at. People going, fuck you, right? It was a thing. But I think that Joe Biden, on his way out, in a glorious nod to America, to MAGA, to a middle finger to Nancy Pelosi, to open up the floodgates of the upcoming investigation on J6, Joe Biden should pardon like 98% of the J6'ers that were peaceful. He should pardon them. Him, not Trump. They're going to get pardoned by Trump, right? I'm talking about now. Send them all home for Thanksgiving. Let the Bible grandma go and make dinner if she wants to. Help out, right? Help and have Thanksgiving. Send them all home for the holidays. What a beautiful act that would be. By Joe, he got nothing to lose, dude. He has nothing to lose. Nobody should give a fuck. I don't know if he somebody might scream and maybe they'll say 25th Amendment. They're not going to be able to do shit. Joe, come on. Don't wait till January, sir. Don't wait through Christmas, right? Send them all home now. I'm getting emotional when I think about what a beautiful thing that would be for you to do, you know, for Joe to do, to pardon them, to admit, you know what I mean, to break the facade yourself. It seems like Joe got a really big bowl of old power shit stew, right? They served it up to him a number of ways. Hey, they kept him on past his thing. Then when he just couldn't, man. We saw it's sad, dude. I had a grandmother die of Alzheimer's. Long, slow goodbye. They kept him on past, and we all watched the racehorse just stumbling, right? Disgraceful. First we're all mad and disgraceful, at him a little bit, and then it just became his handlers, the people around him, and then they fucking coup him. You know, I think it would put a beautiful note, because history is going to be written not by those anarchists, not by the commies. History is going to be written by Americans, right? All the beautiful Americans that are reclaiming power right now, not the ugly political class and the. I keep hearing the word fascism thrown around, fascism, and everybody's using it incorrectly, and it makes me mad. I don't know, because how mad can you be at stupid people? How mad can you be at them? A little bit, quite a bit, I guess, because these people they claim not to be stupid, but they're on media broadcasts and major networks, and they're saying he's fascist, he's a fascist. You don't get it. You don't understand. You're connecting fascism with Hitler, right? Because you had to stop calling him Hitler, so then you flipped to fascist, right? There were people saying fascist early on as well, but then when you couldn't directly say he's literally Hitler, you switched to fascist. And it's incorrect to say that fascists hate Jews. Fascists are racist. Fascists want to control, everything around the world. Fascists want to start wars. You're stupid. Here's the definition of fascism, my definition of fascism, which is entirely accurate. I've just summarized it, consolidated it, and made it obvious. Fascism, the real definition of fascism, is when government and industry collude, or no, when government and industry, that's it, when government and industry get together and fuck us, the average citizens. So that's really what it is. Government and industry get together, and then they get in this glorious circle jerk that fleeces us, that makes us less safe, that makes us less secure as Americans, that violates our rights or whatever, right? That's real fascism. And in America, I'm a big enough, bad enough Freemason to say that we got a lot of fascisms going on here in America right now, right? And it's a problem. And it's not like there's just one. We have a lot, and we have this political class of people that think they're royals, right? They think they're our dynasty political families. We're never gonna be royals. So you need to step back a moment and realize that there's a revolution happening, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful because it's the cross spectrum of people here is you cannot call Larry Elder the black face of white supremacy anymore. You're just not going to get away with that. You could do it, but you're done. You're done. You're done. It's so shitty that they said that about him. You know what I mean? Calling Black MAGA Uncle Toms and House Negroes and these terms that, as a white American and someone who grew up post Martin Luther King, I'm looking at y'all going, oh my God, right? This is extra horrible for me over here. I'm like, geez, I don't know, and I feel extra bad for the black conservatives, just because you have a different opinion, and watching everything that's rolled out over this 8 years, 9 years has been crazy as fuck. Hey, crazy as fuck to watch my country and to watch this division not started by Trump, bitches, started by old power, old Coke, Pepsi power is how I used to call it, right? That was the way I described it. People, the duopoly or the uniparty, right? It's the eagle with two heads, but it's Coke Pepsi because like, can I have some? I'd like to have a Dr. Pepper. No, You just have Coke or Pepsi. Sit down, shut up. Can I have a Sprite? Fuck you. You're getting Coke or Pepsi. And, like, it was super obvious to me in '04. Was it '04? When we had Bush and Kerry. Bush and Kerry. That was before I was a Freemason. But I was aware of it back then because I listened to Alex Jones. And it was, we had our choice of bonesmen. Skull and Bones, right? The Skull and Bones. Would you like George Bush, Skull and Bones? John Kerry, Skull and Bones. So it didn't really matter, honestly, who took the seat. It's easy to play a shell game with only 2 shells, knowing that your nut is going up, is ascending to the office no matter what. So for 60 years we've been getting fucked. Government and industry have colluded and gotten together to screw us, right? And make our lives worse, to make us less safe, to endanger us, to strip our rights, to make us sick, to poison us, you know what I mean? To mind poison us. It's really quite horrible. All of the things government has been involved with. And don't forget, we have to kind of put the finger on the business as well, right? And this is not a Republican thing. This is a motherfucking revolution. It is not Republican. When he first came into office, who was the only... it was the Clintons started to hate on him. All the left started to hate on him, but then the Bushes came out with we don't like him, and here's a tape. He grabbed pussy. They came out with their little gotcha. They just exposed themselves as being old power. Old power. And ever since then, it's become more and more obvious to me. Like I knew way back when they were saying that, I was like, oh my God. Well, Hillary doesn't like him. That's one thing, but the Bushes? Oh, really? I mean, you saw these other Republicans step up because they kind of realized he wasn't going to play ball. Oh shit. Who is this? What the fuck is happening here? Why is Trump? He's not returning the calls. He's not playing ball. Old power started right then to shit its diaper. Okay? Old power started to lose it. And from that point forward, everything that's been done has reaffirmed it to me and a lot of Americans, to where right now there's so many people in the tent trying to say MAGA. Early on, they were trying to say it was just all racist white guys. It's just all Klan member white men. That's all that's in this. That's all that's happening. And it was the goofiest thing, because I myself would be listening to Anthony Brian Logan, Black Voice on YouTube, the Fallen State with Reverend Jesse, the Hodge twins, Black Conservative Patriot when he was around, and I'm like, they're saying the opposite of what you're saying. You're saying that no black people like it, and it's racist and all this stuff, and then I'm hearing black voices say this, so, it's kind of sort of obvious, and then the Latinos for Trump and all these other... It became, in my head, so obvious that it was this lie, and then you pair in that Operation Mockingbird was weaponized, was active, right? I listened to Mark Dice. He talks. The only person that was talking about it was him and Alex Jones, fucking and me, knowing about it to my friends. Hey, by the way. So that when Trump took office, he's trying to divide us. Remember the wall they put up? He will not divide us. What a psyop! What a social media psyop. And the reality was, old power was shitting its pants because it was afraid. There was a real challenge. In our country, you could never run a third party, Ross Perot and Ron Paul, and it was hopeless, right? It's hopeless. You look at what they've done with Robert Kennedy. It's a game by the two-party system, by the Coke Pepsi politics. You're getting Coke or Pepsi. They both stink of bonesmen. They both stink of old corrupt attitudes of we're going to make these rules and you're going to be locked down, but then we're going to go to our parties unmasked. That kind of bullshit. So old power started freaking out, And right now, what's happened has been this glorious come from behind victory. This Trump loves to be an underdog, right? And he was handed by letting it happen, by stepping down peacefully from power, right? January 6th, we all know. We saw the little 2-minute loops, fear porn over and over and over. I saw Ray Epps, and I saw that other Antifa kid from the Northwest, right, come out there, and all those feds mixed in, and a couple dozen angry Americans that went too far. But then I saw 1.5 million other people there peacefully, not burning a church down, not doing anything. And then finally, when we got the tapes, oh shit, oh fuck, the QAnon shaman is being peacefully escorted by policemen. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, they're being the velvet ropes. They're getting tours. As the police are standing there when they're breaking the window, when Ashley Babbitt's about to get murdered by a Capitol policeman, the police in the background, they don't seem threatened by Ashley. There were literally police, I don't know, 10 feet from Ashley that did not seem threatened. We got these tapes. We saw them. Oh, fuck, the narrative dissolves. I'm so mad. Her family's finally getting some justice in court. We couldn't even get the dude's name for how long? Oh, they lied about everything. And what are they doing? He's going to persecute his political enemies. Oh, fuck. Oh, when I hear that, it makes me mad. Now, what's going on in my life personally? Everything is just peaceful, 100%. We can talk, we can have feelings, but it's peaceful. That's what America's about, First Amendment, until they would try to unplatform you. When the lefties had control of Twitter, they were so happy to censor. At the first fucking sign of power, what do? They go mad and start censoring people. And everything is hate speech that they disagree with. Fuck that. It's so gross. As an American, it's so gross, and as a Freemason, it's even more profane. This perversion that's been put up as government. We have so many fascisms here in America. Remember, fascism, the real definition is not Nazis and Hitler. They had to stop saying literally Hitler so they started saying fascist a lot. Fascism is when government and industry get together to fuck us, okay? That's what fascism is. So Section 230 with the tech companies, that was the fascism. Section 230, that was the fascism, and I'm so glad to hear him already talking about that and taking it down, because that was the problem, right? Part of the media fascism we got going is Operation Mockingbird. So when that fucker's dead, when that mockingbird is dead and the talking points stop, we'll know. We'll know maybe that fascism has gone. When 230 is gone, when we could sue them, or when all these big tech companies change their platforms, and as an American, on an American company, speaking to another American, I want to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And I don't want the World Health Organization to say, I might make somebody vax hesitant, because I shared an anecdote about a dude in a bar that I met. Had a tattoo on his arm. Some shamrocks, and I'm getting emotional. Some shamrocks and a heartbeat, right? It's like, hey friend, what's your tattoo about? It's from my wife, in memoriam. Hold on. I'm going to take a belt of courage here, okay? It's early. Come on. His wife had a medical procedure that a lot of people were forced to have a few years back. Afterwards, she developed turbo disease. Can I say that? Do you see how I feel like I have to talk on YouTube? If I was doing this on Rumble, I'd say whatever, delete it off YouTube. I relayed this story uncensored in a 2-hour rant, I don't know, 3 months ago, and the entire video was removed. My channel was given a strike. They cited the World Health Organization, all because an American relayed an anecdote that was related to him. There's no reason this dude would lie. And other people in the bar knew his wife. Okay, so the world, it's so sick. It raised my consciousness on a very direct level of what kind of fascism was happening in America. That I, as an American, I couldn't relay on an American platform the story of another American and his experience. You know, and it made me sick because like the real reason behind it is not deaths. Oh, we'll put people at risk or make them vax hesitant. Is it because we lead into the next fascism of medical fascism that's been going on, where was it the 80s or the 90s? I think it was the 90s. I don't know when the law was passed. I don't know the name of the law, but I do know that the government colluded with pharmaceutical industries. They didn't collude. They just passed a law that said that they were immune from litigation on a certain class of their medicine, of their pharmaceuticals. What was it? What did we give the pharmaceutical industry immunity from prosecution on in that time? Today and back then, if you took a boner pill and died, why, your family could sue that company. Today and back then, if you took a heart pill and you had a stroke and you were all fucked up, your family and you could sue. But, and I guess back in the 70s, if you went and you had a mumps shot, you went because you were worried about the mumps. You had the shot in the 70s, you got a mumps shot in the 70s, and you got hurt, you could sue. Huh. Well, you can't do that now, right? Because in the 80s or the 90s, whenever it was, our government gave the pharmaceutical industry immunity from prosecution on vaccines. Yes, it's historical. It's there. I should look that up. But I'm just rambling, and this ain't a real channel. So, this is just a pissed off citizen going, eh. So we gave them that immunity. That's fascism. In my head, that's motherfucking fascism. That's medical fascism. God. So what's wrong with trying to, dude, I understand. I understand the argument for it because it's important and it helps save lives or whatever. But what else happened? What else happened? Show me the grid. Show me the charts of pharmaceutical companies' products and then the percentage of the products that are vaccines. Did the percentage of the products increase? You know what I mean? That were vaccines? And then what about sales? The percentage of sales. Do you know what I mean? It's fascism. As a lefty, you got to understand this, right? What's going on in the Republican Party is a revolution. It's not the Republican Party. It's not the country club. Long term, the old, it's not the Bushes. It is not. It's there's money maybe there's old money there too. It's a new way of thinking. Okay, I wanna go back to like was it oh God, Pulp Fiction, Honey Bunny, and whatever. Everybody be cool. This is a robbery. Any of you fuckers move, and I'll execute every last motherfucking one of you. Spiritually, legally, 100% peacefully. That's what was done to the Republican Party. Okay. Do you get me? Because when the Bushes and the Romneys and the Darth Cheney come out and they're all pissed and mad at what's going on, we're on the right track, bro. And the things that are being said now are last term. I don't give a fuck. We are letting freedom ring, kind of attitudes here, and it's beautiful. And the only people that are going to be opposed to this, okay? Listen to me, motherfuckers, all of you. The only people that are going to be opposed to this are going to be people that are either A, on their way to jail because they did bad things, okay? Bad things will be shown in the light of day here. Massive changes will be happening, and it's beautiful. Every person that Trump has nominated to a position has like got a direct gripe with the agency that fucked with them. You know what I mean? Like Tulsi was put on the no-fly list, the quiet guardian. I don't know what the fuck that was. Something secret that like people in Congress didn't even know about. A lot of people, nobody's fucking aware of this. And then they put Tulsi Gabbard, a veteran, high in the political process. Do you understand? She was a DNC vice chair or something, like was going to be replaced in Hillary at one point. They were grooming her. She's fire, man. She's a rock star. She's humble. She's a veteran. You know what I mean? She had lefty feel, but then and her story is amazing, right? And Tulsi didn't stop being a Democrat to become a Republican in the way that we think about it. Tulsi left Coke and went to join the revolution. These other people, Republicans, the same thing has been going on within the Republican Party. They're leaving Pepsi to join the revolution. They're throwing off the yoke, and when old power tried to do the same thing, right? We got RFK, we're getting Elon, we're getting all of this super power talent. I mean, beautiful Americans, right? That scare the status quo. So what? The status quo needs scaring. It's fucked up what's been going on in this way and this way and this way and this way and this way, and we could label them all and spend an hour on each of them, on why they're bad and why it's not working. But enough Americans see it, enough Americans and new Americans. I got the feeling, man, and you maybe hear me out. New Americans, whether they're legal residents, legal citizens, right, or they're in the process of in their mind, they're Americans. They just got to figure out how to get here, right? Legally. I feel like they are harder core Americans than some of us who have just too privileged. We grow up. We just think whatever. We're here. We're lazy. We don't care anymore. And I feel like the new Americans are more watchful and maybe more awake than some of the other older Americans, and I don't mean by age, just tenure here, right? If you're born an American, by the time you're 20 years an American, right? Versus somebody who got here a year ago, 2 years ago, they're really hopefully in the right frame of mind, I guess. So, and then we've got I don't know, something with education that's kind of fascistic, right? Where a lot of people with conservative ideas or whatever, other ideas than whatever the institution, the teacher in that room wants to enforce. And it's sort of institutional. It's an institutional critical racism theory. It's CRT. It's shitty. 1619, Project 1619. That's all horrible, dude. What are we doing in that fascism, the educational industry? Because honestly, I don't know what fascism what laws we put into place, anything in particular. We're allowing the dumbing down of American students. We're allowing the dumbing down in big cities of people and they're citing the soft bigotry of lowered expectations, right? I hate Bush. I hate that. But that's a good line. That's a good line. Okay. Motherfucker presided over 9/11, but that's a good line. He's still alive. He's still out there. He knows. He's still alive. He's still out there. He was there on 9/11, him and Darth Cheney. His dad. Wasn't he the CIA director? Kennedy was assassinated. Wasn't he? Was he? I don't know. Am I wrong on that? Let me know in the comments. Was George Bush Sr., the CIA director, when JFK's head was blown off. And then when everybody else knows where they were on that day, when JFK's head was blown off. If you were alive, I wasn't alive. But if you were alive, you knew. Man, you asked people. I was at school. Came over to the thing. Everybody started crying. The teacher told us to be okay. I was out we were on the sidewalk in front of Woolworths. I don't know. And there were the TVs in the window, and we all saw it, and we were shocked. We were hugging each other and crying. Everybody knows. But when George Bush Sr. was asked, is this right? Do I have some sort of Mandela effect thing going on? When they asked him, where were you? He answered, I don't recall. Did that happen? Was that a thing? Did he kill? Was he part of the operation? Is that why he couldn't? And then they knew with the gangsters and they had that deal before. Anyway, George Bush Jr. So, we're at the stage of no more Bushes, no more Clintons, no more Obamas. Do you follow me? No more, I don't know, no more rhinos, no more Coke, no more Pepsi. We are off the sugary drink right now, politics. That sick, toxic, sugary drink politics. No more Coke, no more Pepsi. We're on to spring water, man. We're super hydrating right now. We need to heal. The stuff you guys have done with the country for 60 years has really been like, I know, we did things that we had to do. And anybody that was in a war and died, man, they're not to blame. Nobody that fought, no soldier. It was always leadership. And then the intel community, when we talk about like big media, we kind of go into intel. When we talk about military industrial fascism that Ike warned us about, President Eisenhower. He was a general. He was a general in World War II, and he warned us about military-industrial complex. And it's kind of let's time warp from 19 whatever he said that 52 I don't know till now. Just time warp. Pretend we didn't know anything in between, and we say we go. He was right. Oh shit! Look at all the lobbying. Look at all the stuff. Now, why did it get so big over all this time? Because it had to. Because we had to stop the Red Menace. We had to. I don't know, dude. I don't know. We went from, Patton wanted to go into Russia. Granted. Is that why they killed him? I don't know. But now we sure fucking want to go into Russia, don't we? They killed Patton. We got to go to Russia now. Could have done easy back then. But we shouldn't have, because they were our ally. I know stuff played out a little weird, right? East and West Germany, and then we got Vietnam and Korea and communist China. And okay, the world's dynamic. Sure is. It's a dangerous place. It really is. We can't have misguarded, fuck-alls minding the shop and just directly steering us to a World War III. I kind of feel like we could be directing, instead of blowing up, 50,000 men in Vietnam, maybe we could have redeployed that somehow differently, because the end result there, you can't armchair quarterback this stuff, Roswell. Sure you can. Fuck it. Sure you can. Results. Show me what happened and show me the results. We got lied to about the Gulf of Tonkin to get into it, and then we're fucking into it. Then they start pulling the inner cities and farmland, sending them to die in a jungle. Right? Then they start getting involved and fucking it up and not letting the warriors just do what they need to do, because it's war. I think it's stupid. We have conventions, the Geneva Convention and war. It makes us feel better. It makes us feel a little better about war. And I think nobody should feel better about war. I think if you kill a motherfucker with a bullet or a bomb or a phosphorus or a nuke, it doesn't matter. The motherfucker's dead. You killed him. It's war. You get me? I don't know. I think part of me, I see the whole thing. We don't want to kill the prisoners of war. Okay, yeah, gee, that's nice. But then that makes us feel nice about war. And we should be so fucking scared of war. We should be so repelled by war and abhorrent that it's going to happen, that we think twice and 3 times and 4 times, and it really almost never happens. We talk to each other. I think if we kind of did war, really, that way maybe there wouldn't be any fucking war. Good. Well said, Roswell. Well said. Fuck yeah, I'm having a drink to that. It's Toki whiskey. I don't get paid for this, so this is not. It's just what I'm drinking. A little bit of real sugar Pepsi. So they're going to list the ingredients that we got RFK. So anyway, Tulsi's in charge of the intelligence. We kind of have intelligence fucking us up in a couple of fascisms and maybe multiple fascisms. I don't know. We know intelligence is lying, so they're in the media censorship fascism, and then we know that the intelligence also is in the military-industrial fascism, right? With the CIA spearheading the dirty tricks and the whatever, and then leading us into the war, right? Intelligence is in a lot of fascisms here. Right? Educational fascism. We've talked about medical fascism, then the big food fascism. And I love Trump's putting everybody, he puts Bobby Kennedy in. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. You know why? Because the Democrats didn't like Bobby Kennedy. Well, I'm looking at Bobby Kennedy like, well, maybe he's got something there, you know? And if all he wants to do, if all Bobby Kennedy wants to do is question vaccines, let's say it, okay? He wants to question the health of all the products, of all the food. Why? Who is opposed to that? Who is opposed to that? Stockholders in Pfizer, right? The CEO of Moderna, Nancy Pelosi. I don't know. Fucking whoever, you get me? Whatever stooge is going to go from the FDA and then go work at I don't even know, Bayer, Johnson and Johnson. I'm trying to pick another pharma company, you know. And then it's incestuous. They go here. So I hear them talking about these things where you can't go work for companies that were directly related or something like that. For so many years, it should be forever. You know, you don't get to take and sell your seat. You don't get to sell your experience there somewhere else. You know, that's corruption. That's fascism, right? So we've got this odd thing going with that. And Bobby Kennedy is already starting to name things. So what I'd like is the high fructose. Bobby, sir, hello. Oh, God. I want to go to the grocery store and just pull the cheap ginger ale. Okay, just cheap Walmart ginger ale. Sir. Store, I don't know, Safeway ginger ale. And all of it has high fructose, man. I got to go to this tiny little section like they just do Pepsi. Pepsi has real sugar. Coke used to, and then they kind of stopped. And then we had Dr. Pepper and then Mountain Dew real sugar throwback. But they got rid of them. They got rid of them now. They're shitty. Man, soda pop is shitty. It hurts your teeth and your stomach, and it's bad for you all over. However, high fructose corn syrup, my grandparents didn't do that. It's a weird sugar that our bodies have trouble processing. I don't know. It probably contributes some to the diabetes and whatnot. Can we get rid of that? They don't do it in other countries. I can get my Mexico Coke. God, I love Mexican Coke. That sounds like a drug reference, Roswell? No, but I do. I love Mexican Coke. I can't get enough of Mexican Coke. I want to just inhale it into my body somehow, you know? And I'm referring to Coca-Cola from Mexico because it doesn't have high fructose in it. The Mexicans have good sense enough to say, fuck that poison, right? Europe doesn't do it. So why do we do it? Bobby Kennedy in charge of the FDA and Health and Human Services, go nuts, dude. Go nuts. Let's go. The high fructose guy, the high fructose corn syrup salesman, he is going to have a problem with this, okay? The high fructose corn syrup company is going to have to readjust. Maybe they go out of business. I don't know. Or they retool, right? Maybe they could sell corn syrup. They could do something. Let's look at genetically modified corns and whatnot. How do I have the anecdote in my head about the farmer in, I don't know, Nebraska, Iowa, Kansas, who, and I saw this on YouTube, right? So YouTube, you can't get mad at me for saying the story. They're going to strike this whole video, dude. I swear to God. The story of the farmer who got the genetically modified corn feed, and he started feeding his pigs the genetically modified corn feed, right? We're not talking about Roundup. I'm talking about that. Hopefully Bobby Kennedy will be, right? We're just talking about genetically modified corn, and then going into corn food for the pigs. And the farmer saying within, was it 2 or 3 generations? I think it was within 3. His pigs were sterile. Just sit on that for a minute. The farmer said his pigs ate genetically modified corn feed, and he fed them that, replacing their normal corn, from the ground, from God, normal corn. He gave them genetically modified Bill Gates corn. I don't know. Whatever, whoever's modifying it. And they were sterile within a few generations. Now, pigs' generations, right? They're real fast on the farm, right? It's a business. So it's not like normal, it's not like us. But don't we use, weren't in the early days of the heart transplants and the pig valve? I mean, like, we're using pig parts, right, in our bodies, aren't we? And I'm not saying we're pigs. Some of us are pigs. I've been called a pig. I've slept with pigs. Hey-oh. And, but all I'm saying is if it's not good for the fucking pigs, maybe we start questioning it for us, right? That's all I'm saying. We got this problem with I think there's a death cult out there. I'm not sure. I'm a bad Freemason. I think there's a death cult out there that wants everybody dead on the earth. They're really like Georgia Guidestone-y, old reptoid power. I don't know what you want to call it. They just hate there's too many people. You're ruining everything. You can't run. And this death cult is with they get a lot of lefties to just hurt themselves and no babies and like Elon called it and everywhere around the world is having the baby boomers die off. We had a baby boom. We had a population surge in a lot of places, right? Western, Eastern, just a lot of places. And in these countries, the baby boomers are dying off. It's going to leave a gap. It's going to leave this. How do you support all these people? The money that's being drawn and the change in houses being sold, estates being, transferred to next generation or whatever. And job losses. And so I think that part of the border, like, it wasn't all entirely just to have Democrat voters come in and try to sign them up and whatever. I think it was done for a lot of reasons, but to, like, destabilize shit here for some weird New World Order function, just to destabilize stuff. It was also to fill jobs. Honestly, it's also to fill stuff. But right now we have shortages and we have inflation eating everybody, and it's not having the desired intent. But it was really to, like, also if baby boomers are dying off, if we're having this die off in most Western countries where the number of kids average is 1.1 or something, it's we're dying, okay? And what does that mean? That's okay. Everybody dies, right? No one gets out of here alive. We're all in the same boat. The simulation ends in death. Sorry. But you would have a shrinking of the economy, right? Oh my God, we love endless growth. I like the Muse song about unsustainable. It's a brilliant song. I don't know if it's the law of thermodynamics. The second, I don't want to look it up on the phone. But we couldn't have a contraction of the economy. We can't. We have to capitalism. So I like capitalism. I think it's good. I think the concepts of it are good, and we put in little frameworks to keep it fair, and it's good because it inspires the individual. You can go out and one idea can make you a million, man. One idea can change your world, right? It's beautiful. And I don't see the communist system or these other things as being viable, but I don't know where I'm going with this. I already did an hour and a half stream this morning that I had to delete because my mute button was on. I didn't check the stream. Normally I'll turn on the phone and just check the audio. Like there's no crew. It's me and my cat. She doesn't like to work. She likes to sit in front of the fireplace and meow. So the point of this stream this morning was J6 and Joe Biden. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm just doing this. I'm trying to keep this up as long as I can so that the words Joe Biden, pardon the J6'ers, like gets out there. I'll refresh it now. We'll talk about Joe Biden and the J6'ers. Like, Joe, we had to get really tough on you here, sir, early on. On the biggest video on my channel, I was just a clip I copied and put out there showing people saying "fuck Joe Biden," and it went viral here. It went viral, a million. I don't know. It's not really viral for me, but I got to read all the comments from people all around the world, and then I'd put up a remix where that same scene, and then it had like the Love Boat theme behind it. It was kind of funny, Mr. Biden. It's kind of funny. We were ribbing you hard, but you got fucked over by old power. I think you've been its servant, its tool, its tool for all these years, and it just chewed you up, and right. You got ground up there. Nancy Pelosi and Kamala and 25th Amendment and everything. But here's a way that you can help a little bit on your legacy, right? And that's to pardon the J6'ers. Don't let Trump do it. You do it. Steal his thunder, sir. I dare you. I dare you. Steal his thunder. You could out Trump. Come on. Now it's not gonna. We're still gonna remember, a lot of stuff. But I will guarantee you will be looked upon favorably by a huge portion of MAGA, a huge portion of the people that just voted Trump in, sir, and a lot of people on the left who may think it's who know that it wasn't what it was now that they've seen the tapes, right? Now that we kind of know more about what really happened on J6, pardon 95%, 98% of them, the easy ones, the non-violent ones, the ones they were just there, they were escorted through. Pardon them all. Send them home for Thanksgiving. Joe, come on, man. No malarkey. Send them all home for Thanksgiving. Let them have Christmas. Don't wait till Trump gets in. Don't let him do it. He's gonna do it, right? So all we're talking about is like 3 months, 2 months, December, January, 2 months, bro. Early release. Come on. Secure your legacy, Joe Biden. So mote it be. So mote it be, Joe Biden. Secure your legacy. Free the J6'ers. Pardon them. Anybody that wasn't violent. Let Trump might not pardon them, right? But maybe time served. I don't know, right? Pardon them all. I'm just gonna play the game now. That's what I want to do. I want to keep this title up on the stream so that enough people that somebody will see this. Take this idea. If you're watching, if you like it, say it somewhere else. Don't point to me. This is just I'm the genesis. But I don't want fame or fortune or nothing. I want anonymity, and I'd like to game an bananarama. Anonymity. And but the idea is all that matters. Getting these people out of jail is all that matters to me. Right? The image in my head, okay, of the Bible grandma, right? Of all these people, some people killed themselves over this shit, dude. I want all those people to be free. I want to imagine tearful reunions this weekend. This weekend. Send them all home. Give them a little bit of time to adjust from prison to life. They need their records expunged. This doesn't stick with anybody. This doesn't inhibit future employment. Pardon them all. Pardon them all. So motive B. Yeah, I play video games. This is the only way I can stream. If I stream through Rumble, I have to like just show my... I have to hold my phone, basically. But I can stream to Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube from there. That's pretty cool. When I stream from my PlayStation, I have to do it from within a game, guys. So I don't know. Here's my wolf's butt. You could look at my wolf's butt for all I care. I've been playing New World Aeternum here. It's a fantasy, sort of a 1700s sort of era, but it's got a fantasy magic aspect to it. It's like reminds me of World of Warcraft a lot. It's an Amazon game, right? Made by Amazon. They made Throne and Liberty. I tried to play that, and the controls felt wonky. It had a weird game feel. It's a free game. I just couldn't get into it. But this one, I don't know. From a game standpoint, it felt nice exploring stuff, and all I've been doing is like crafting. If you're here for the politics and we suddenly shift into gaming, it was nice having you here. Thank you. But the crafting, right? The aspect of like character development within a game, and having different specific weapon type skills and things, right? Things if you play games, you're familiar with stuff. And then trade skills. This is some of the deepest. I'm trying to like do everything at once. There's a lot of hard work involved in this. But I'm just going to game, and I'm going to leave the stream up so that the J6 thing can be up here. I want an hour or two, 3, whole day, I don't know, of the idea of Joe Biden pardoning the J6 to be up. That makes me happy to think about that. Because what I'm going to do after I do this is... I think I'm going to probably post, like on the Benny show, on some of the Black Conservative Voices channels that I like. I'm going to post the idea, Joe Biden to pardon the J6'ers, right? That way the channel may read the post. Somebody on the channel might read it, not like Benny. Isn't going to read. It's going to be one of his people or something. And the idea is just all that needs to get out there. That's all I care about. So I plan to do that. We'll leave the stream up a couple hours. Put that idea in the comment section or in the title. And then timber. And then we'll post to a few channels. That'll be good. That'll be great. And all the while, I go out here and just level up my logging a little bit and whatever. I'm going to be imagining the turkey dinner. J6'ers going home, family reunions. This amazing act that Joe Biden could do. He could steal Trump's thunder. It would be beautiful, man. I think I could see it. I can like see it happening. Now, I thought for sure Condoleezza Rice was going to be first female black president. I thought for sure I saw it. Never came to pass, man. Never came to pass. But I'll tell you what, I do see a lot of things, I imagine, and they do come to pass, you know. Being a little prescient about something isn't magical. It's like a human skill, you know. To try to divine the future of an event or an outcome of a situation or something. What do you think gambling is all about? Right? Gambling is all just the same thing. It's like a magic trick, right? Of prediction. And I could really, like, when I think about the path, the timeline path of Joe Biden pardoning the J6'ers. Like, that's a tight path, man. That's good. The results, maybe a few rabid lefties get mad, but I'm telling you, overall, the amount of positivity from half the country did not really believe in J6 so much. You get me? You would be earning Americans' respect back. It would be a sign, honestly, of the corrupt government acknowledging a wrong, right? It would be an immediate correction instead of Bill Clinton apologizing for Tuskegee. You know, can't we have Biden pardon and apologize for J6? That's the best we could do. You know what I mean? Like, government couldn't do any better to the people. We had the whole, everything around it was corrupt as fuck. The hiding of the J6 tapes, the deleting of data and lying and media lies about it. It's really horrible. And here's an opportunity for not waiting for Trump, not waiting for the revolution to correct you, not waiting for the revolution to correct one more thing. You know, it's government correcting itself. And President Biden, you're in the position to do it, man. You are in the position to do it. Nobody else is. You know, nobody else. I don't see a Democrat senator stepping up to try to get some, or a Democrat congressman stepping up to try to make this happen. But as the president, Joe Biden could immediately make it happen. He could do it now, dude. They could be out today. Like, I'm not even kidding. Somehow, something, an idea trickles, it percolates, it goes, it's talked about, it's just boom, let's do this. It could happen today. It literally could happen today. It could have happened any day. But right now is a unique. It's really unique. There's is it 2 months till Trump takes office? November to December to January, less than 2 months, right? Month and a half. Come on, come on, man, pardon them. It hurts my soul, man. You're gonna let him sit in there for Thanksgiving, another Thanksgiving, another Christmas, another Hanukkah. I bet you there's a Jew in there. Got to be a Jew in there. Maybe there's an Islam dude, a Muslim dude. I don't know, man. They should be able to have. Everybody should be able to have their holidays. Even it's a Kwanzaa. Even it's a Kwanzaa. I got to feed Biscuit here real quick. I got to feed Biscuit. I want to focus my ideas. I want to focus my brain on Joe Biden re-earning some of his legacy, reclaiming some legacy by pardoning the J6'ers, like 90%, 95%, 98% of them nonviolent. Pardon them before Trump. Let them all go home for Thanksgiving. Let them all go home for Christmas. So mote be. So mote be. That'd be amazing, Joe, if you did that. Think about it. You got largely savaged by the American people, right? We saw they ran you too hard, man. You went past your prime. You should have been transitioned otherwise, you know what I mean? Instead of how it rolled. But you could secure your legacy and free them before, because they're going to get pardoned by Trump. That's happening. Everybody knows that's happening, right? Let them all go now. Let them go home. The idea of all those people going home and having Thanksgiving with their families or whatever they're going to do, enjoying the holiday time out of prison. That would be the best thing a corrupt government could do. That would be a huge sign. And Joe Biden has the ability to do that right now. I mean, and maybe he voted for maybe he voted for Trump, right? He wore the MAGA hat. He said those things, which I think were innocent. I don't think he did it to sabotage her. I don't think it was done to sabotage. I think it was just a continuation of who he is and how he thinks. But you could reverse a little bit of that, because it wasn't Joe that put them in jail directly. Get me? But Joe could become a bit of a hero here. Not a huge one, but it's a hero effort. It's a big man move, in my opinion, if he would do that. I want them to go home for Thanksgiving, dude. In my head, it just hit me so hard this morning. It hit me so hard. He can do it. Like, where did the idea come from? I don't fucking know where all the other ideas come from. It beamed into my head. Joe Biden can free the J6'ers right now. He can steal a little bit of Trump's thunder, and it would look beautiful from this American's perspective. It would be a beautiful thing, a unifying thing, like an admission. You don't have to say it. It doesn't have to be spoken, okay? It doesn't have to be spoken. We fucked up. Nancy, the whole J6, all of that was, it's good. That's going to come out, and people should be held accountable. But right now, all that has to be done is pardoning them, wishing for unity for America, healing. God, I'm a pussy. Healing for America, right? And that we all come together, man. Wouldn't that help make the holidays better for everybody here? Except for the weird, blue-haired, crazy, man, they need a little bit of deprogramming somehow, some way. They have not woken up to the revolution. They don't understand what's going on. They don't understand all the fascisms we got and why we need to get rid of them. You know? They're still in their angry, he's literally Hitler. It's not their fault. They were told that for 9 years, right? It's just gotten worse. I don't know. Gotta deal with this. I could. Nobody should be upset about that. And if the Operation Mockingbird media is dead, we're not going to have the news media hyperventilating about if somebody in the news media would care to hyperventilate about it, they can, because First Amendment. At least one side cared about, the revolution cares about First Amendment. It's not one side, because honestly, the left and the right have been a part to the fascism, to all the fascism. Right? It was bipartisanly passed, or one or the other side passed, whatever, Section 230, the pharmaceutical vaccine immunity, all the censorship stuff that's going on. Left and right, Old Power voted it in. Old Power said, you got to take, my kids had to get more vaccines than I did. Old Power said that. Old Power said, I have to eat shitty food. My kids have to eat shitty food that my grandparents didn't have to eat. Old Power said that, and it was less than right, Old Power. Coke, Pepsi, politics. I'm so upset I need to fish a little bit here. I just need to fish at a waterfall. The best place to fish right here. How can you be upset? I'm just going to sit here and fish, and I'm going to imagine Joe Biden somehow getting the idea. I don't know. I may not be the genesis of this idea. Somebody else, anything I've thunk, somebody else had to think. That's what I think. I'm not that unique. But this is the first time I've heard anybody say it or anything has been me. And I don't want fame or notoriety from this. I just want the idea to get into the White House. However it, bing, 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 like a pinball, caroming. You don't know. You're going to tell a neighbor. We don't know how it's going to get there, but it might get there. And then I'm going to post. Somebody post it on X. Post it somewhere else. You take the credit. I don't give a fuck. Get it out there. Get the idea out there. I'm going to post on when I finish playing here, like the Benny channel and I don't know, Anthony Bryan Logan and some other, maybe Hodge twins, right? I'm going to get out there. I'm going to post this idea. Have Joe Biden free J6, steal Trump's thunder, maximum ideas. So that's it. And then like, dude, here's what I don't want to happen, okay? Because this would piss me off. He frees the J6'ers on like January 1 or January 2 or January 5. I would be mad. Because that would be a dick move, okay? In my opinion, that would be a dick move. If you pardoned them on after the New Year like that, that would be a dick move. The hero move happens sooner, today, tomorrow. The hero move happens now. Do you get me? You give them a little bit of time to adjust before Thanksgiving. The country heals. We just kumbaya, motherfucking ya. Okay. The hero move happens now. The images of J6'ers home and sharing social media from their holidays. That's the hero move. That's the America, the images that we want. Okay? That's the government conceding and saying yes. Peacefully conceding, saying yes, the people have the power. We did wrong. And honestly, that's the only thing that can happen in this transition is peaceful concession. Anything but peaceful concession will be viewed upon by the American people as icky poo poo. Maximum. It'll just be. I don't know. I don't want to say with disdain, with violent disdain. I don't want to say that. It will be looked upon with extreme disdain. You put a lot of people into an angry tent. It's not our fault. It's not Donald Trump cashing in on this. What's happening is the ways that you've run your government are being rejectly or abjectly, entirely, wholly rejected. So it's not Trump capitalizing on anything. It's we're all stepping up and saying, fuck you. We don't like the way you've been managing things, and we're changing it. Not that it's time for a change. We're changing it, okay? We see how it's toxic. We see how it's corrupt. how it's poisoning our children and generations, and it's just rejection. That's what it is. And I got a feeling with Joe, and like, is that the beginning of showing me that Operation Mockingbird is dead? Do you follow me? I considered them not they were a primary repeater. Let me just say that they weren't the source, right? They're a primary repeater of the hate. Calling him literally Hitler, right? Oh, so many times. I got a feeling that they went to see him. Do you know why they went to see him? Here's my theory. Oh, this is good, Roswell. Oh, this is good. Oh, this is good. I think they went to see him so that they would have him not sue. And I'm not kidding. And I'm not kidding. I bet he was going to put out... did he sue them? He sued CBS, right? And I bet you they're all fucking afraid because in my head, he's as just as an American citizen, not even president, he's got absolute right to sue them. So I'm wondering if that's why Joe and Mika went to see Trump, is to sign a deal. I'm not kidding. Legally, I swear to God. Oh my! I bet that's it. I bet they settled with him or something. I don't know, dude. Clearly they settled with a conversation, but I'm wondering if there was anything more. Dude, we got so many fascisms. Medical fascism, educational fascism, military-industrial fascism, tech media, censorship fascism. It's shitty big food fascism. The good news is it's immediately solvable. Is it going to, is it going to cost some money? Maybe. Will it cost some jobs? Sure. Well, can the people retrain and go get other jobs? Of course. Long term, is a little short-term pain necessary for the country to make it through? Yeah, but I'm not convinced that there would be a lot of pain. Listening to the arguments being made and seeing how, we're going to be doing government different, maybe forever, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. Was it Benjamin Franklin that said that we've given you a republic if you can hold on to it, or if you can keep it? See the one? Who's the only person on U.S. money, regular denominations, currently circulated denominations? Who's the only person that's not a president? It's on money. Washington on the $1 bill. Got Lincoln on the $5 bill. Got Hamilton on the $10 bill. Got Jackson. Is it Jackson on the 20? And was it Jefferson on the 2? I don't know. Grant's on the 50. Benjamin Franklin's on the 100. Benjamin Franklin? He's not a president. Why is he on the money? Why is Benjamin Franklin on the money? He was a very endeared founding father and a Freemason, right? I think it's okay he's on the money, to be honest. He was kind of a dirty old man, right? I don't think he would have gone to a Diddy party though. Honestly, that's an important question, Roswell. Would Benjamin Franklin, dirty old Freemason and lecherous, what was it, the Health Club? was that club in something in France? Would Benjamin Franklin have gone to a Diddy party? And I don't think he would have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe he would have. Honestly, to be honest, he probably would have. He would have gone. But then, at the first sight of bending over Bieber, I don't know. Don't say that, Roswell. He probably would have gotten upset. You know, somewhere else. I don't know. I like to think that. So, the purpose of the stream is just to keep the title up. and every, I don't know, should I every 15 minutes, I broke my line, every 15 minutes, I don't know, every 5 minutes, I should talk about pardoning the J6'ers. I should just repeat. You know, what has the media been doing? Repeating. I feel like I'm okay to be repetitious here. I'm such a small influence on things. I don't want to be a big influence. I just want to be the right influence. That's all I want to be. That's all I want to be. I want to influence the right person that will influence the right person that will influence the right person. You know, almost invisible. And ideas are free. You know what I mean? Ideas are free. My ideas are free. And the idea of Joe Biden pardoning is I've fished enough. I feel a little bit better. Got so upset talking about Joe Biden, the J6 idea. Getting emotional. Got a little verklempt. Stop and fish. So, the point of what I'm doing this morning is to leave the title up and to occasionally throw out this idea that the pig chased me. Look at it. Look at it. But Joe Biden should, as quickly as possible, pardon the J6 people. Most of them, like 95, 98%. All the nonviolence, the Bible reading granny. Joe Biden should do it ASAP. And don't wait till after January, because that's a dick move, right? Do it now, so that all these people can be released, so they can go home for the holidays. The social media images, pro-America, it's going to be good. It'll be good. You can steal Trump's thunder now. We know they're going to be pardoned. Trump will pardon them. Trump is going to pardon them. He couldn't pardon them before. I don't know why. I mean, he could have. But the status quo is a little different right now, right? The situation is different. But it would be the best thing in the world for Joe to secure his legacy, right? People were upset with Joe, right? I don't think it was Joe Biden that put them in jail. It was Nancy Pelosi, largely in charge of Capitol Security. She's the one that rejected the National Guard or whatever, troops, actual troops. Trump offered. She rejected it all. They wanted the story. They wanted this. This is all a thing. But Joe Biden has been mishandled by the old power too, right? He was forced to step down. He was forced to keep running, and then forced to step down. So terrible, right? To see the old man up there being humiliated, really. Being humiliated. It's shameful for America. I mean, we can have old old. We could have old politicians, right? There's nothing wrong with having an old politician. I got a little challenge here. Sorry. So Joe was challenged. He was forced out. He was forced to stay up. It's so sad. And people saying they think he went MAGA a little bit. I got a feeling he's just probably glad that this shit's over. You know what I mean? That he wouldn't have to do this. I feel sad about him, man. They should have put him out to pasture a while ago. With dignity in hand. They should have transitioned this differently. But it's so sick that the power, his handlers, enjoyed their power so much they kept him running it way past where he should have. It makes me sad, you know, that worked out that way. So, man, if he's feeling the same way, if he's feeling like they did him dirty, that'd be a middle finger back to them, to Nancy Pelosi. Joe Biden could put a big middle finger to Nancy by pardoning them. That would be great. Images of them home enjoying the holidays. Even though it's only like less than 2 months pardon, early pardon. Because we know Trump will do it. Do it now. Send him home for Thanksgiving. I want to see some imagery. I want to see some good vibes. I want to see some home and hearth from people. You know, just saying they're happy to be home. We don't. It's a beautiful thing that could be done. Powerful. And that window of opportunity to do that is closing. Joe Biden. Like, really, it's got to happen in the next week or two, right? We're running out of room till the end of the year. Holiday season is hitting us here. Send the J6'ers home for Thanksgiving. Send the J6'ers home for Thanksgiving. So mote it be. Dude, it's free. It's free. And actually, it's going to be a cost-saving measure, because then we won't have to pay to house them anymore. Come on, Joe. Save a little money. Do the right thing. Just do the right thing. This is a right thing. This is as right a thing as there could be. I reject all the nonsense about it being an insurrection. I reject all that. And you know it's hokum, Joe. Yeah, J6. I wanna see like the Bible granny. I want to see her. I don't know. I got action. I want to see her at home, like I would have seen my grandma. You know, helping to cook, helping to make a meal for her family. Man, something beautiful. I want social media. I want to see that on somebody, right? One of my YouTube channels. I want to see that lady enjoying Thanksgiving with her family. God, I want to see that. And I'm going to guess millions of Americans want to see that too, right? A lot of people know about the granny who was taken in, who was just reading from the Bible. But she was at January 6th, nonviolent, reading from the Bible, and they put her ass in jail. Dude. Free her. I want to see her enjoy Thanksgiving. I need that. Can I say I need that? I feel like I need that. I feel like I really need to see that. That's the beginning of some healing, man. We can say whatever. Old power can say whatever. Trump's going to come in and do the healing, but show me. Show me that there's somebody in government that still has a sense of decency about them, man. Show me somebody in government. It would be such an easy thing to do. It's free, man. Free. People would be memeing Joe Biden if he did this. I can like literally see the memes right now. Okay, imagine Joe Biden does this. He frees the J6'ers. MAGA is like a big cheer on the left, and they're gonna be pictures of Joe Biden getting thugged out. You follow me? Joe Biden with the thug glasses coming down the joint out of his mouth. Doink doink doink. The Snoop Dogg in the background. There's gonna be like that's the biggest thug move Joe Biden could do. Would be to free the J6'ers now, right now. Oh my God. I swear to God, I could see those memes. Can't you? Can't you see the meme? Joe Biden frees him. He signs it and he looks up at the camera. And whoever's going to do this, when Joe signs the pardon, hey, listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. This is important. When Joe Biden is going to sign the pardons, we need him to give us that moment where he's super fucking confident and he looks up at us and he gives us like a wink or something. And then that's when the sunglasses and the joint, when the meme makers will make him thug. Do it. Oh, come on. That would be so boss, man. Dude. You know what I mean? Joe would get legacy. Real legacy shit. Real legacy. I'm just gonna keep thinking about it as hard as I can, man. I want it to happen so hard. I want it to happen so bad. I want those people unfairly persecuted like this to be sent home as fast as humanly possible right now. It's hurt my heart knowing that so many, that's their fate right now, you know what I mean? For so long. And that some people killed themselves over this. And they weren't violent and they didn't violate anything. You know what I mean? Like, they're being used as a part of a narrative to try to stop the revolution. Well, guess what? The revolution has succeeded. It's well underway, and it's not like your weird color communist revolution. It's a beautiful restoration, right? Let the people go. Let them free, man. The biggest, baddest boss thug move Biden could do right now is to free him. Sign it. Dude. And then I want to see people, I want to see a collage of people getting released from jail, crying, you know? Reuniting with family. How many relationships may have been broken up over this? Did you get me? It's horrible, right? Just like any time anybody goes to prison. This is so doable, America. This is so doable. It's a wild idea. It's a wild idea. Boy, this is heretic shit. This is heretic shit. I've lost it, man. I am certifiable for thinking this kind of stuff. Dude, I want Biden to steal Trump's thunder. Just because it's beautiful. There's not much thunder to steal. You know what I mean? Trump's going to look... He's going to get a big applause, man. Trump will absolutely be accoladed by anybody without blue hair, I guess. He's going to be heralded and lauded. And Joe could get some of that. With all of the bad press Joe's been getting, right? Everything unfairly. This would be amazing. This would be fucking amazing. I don't know how to, I just want the idea out, and I want pardon all of them. It's like 98% of them. Steal Trump's thunder, because they're going to get pardoned anyway. Joe Biden can pardon them in a sign of almost like it's a middle finger to the deep state that fucked them. Basically, forced them to stay in the race, then they forced them to get out of the race, and Nancy Pelosi, all the J6, the real J6 conspirators. And Joe is in the oddly unique position to make it happen immediately. Just to sign that shit and make it happen. He's the only one that can do that, right? It would take a committee of other people, right? Wouldn't it take politicians or lawmakers or something to do it? They would have to get... You follow me? Like, I don't know. Joe can do it. And I feel like that would be a boss if he does it. Let's stop and think about something, right? Imagine with me that he steals Trump's thunder and he gives a big middle finger to the J6 committee and Nancy Pelosi and everybody, and he pardons them. I can't think of a thing. And then we do the meme makers to give Joe when he signed the pardon. We get the meme makers go wild and start putting the thug swag on him, playing the Snoop Dogg music. Make it happen. So that's all. It's the stream. The stream is one idea. It's not me gaming. It's not the other rants about fascisms or whatever. It's really only about Joe Biden pardoning the J6'ers in a glorious middle finger to the deep state, because he just has zero fucks left to give, you know? I don't see how anybody can legitimately come after him at this point. And while I do my mind-numbing crafting in the game here, gathering, right? Crafting. Be in town later. Taking these raw materials and turning them into other. But this is I have to listen to music. It's pretty grinding, repetitious. But I'm going to combine two things, and I'm going to keep up my my game stuff here, and then I'm going to just keep the idea afloat. I want the idea talked about. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. It's sound, man. It's like there's win all around, because I don't think Trump will care if he steals his thunder. You know? Trump would probably be very happy and would praise Joe and say nice things as well. right? So there's like, who's going to lose if you free the J6'ers? Okay? Who loses? Who wins, right? America wins. Angry lefties lose. Who cares? They're not. I don't know. They're not running the show for much longer. And who else is going to care? J6 Washington cabal. They're going to care, right? That's a small number of people, but fuck them. Who cares? Not them. They're in the process of being dismantled. They're in the process of being taken apart. So who cares about that? So angry lefties, the J6 lying cabal. Who else? I don't know. I can't think of another person or a group of people who would be upset that J6'ers are going free. Rabid lefties, whose opinion is really anathema. It doesn't matter. You're rabid. You're rabid. You're not a lefty. You're a rabid lefty. You're not a rhino. You're a rabid rhino. It's like there's very few people that should complain about this. Old power that's entrenched that needs this narrative. Darker old power. I don't know. We don't care about you either. So Biden should free them now because they're going to be freed. But there will be a extra benefit to America in large overall when we see who's not going to like it versus who will like it. Can't we have a win before Trump is in office? Can't we have one win? Is that possible? I think it's possible. I want to think it's possible. You know, we can win right now. We're winning with the appointments, that's for sure. The appointments are beautiful, but let's have a real big, because this would be a big win to have Biden effing sign the pardon and get them out for Thanksgiving. PR, man, come on. I can see how beautiful that would be. I can see how beautiful that would be. And I think you can too. Somebody can. Maybe the wheels are turning already. I just don't know it, you know? I'm enthusiastic about this idea. And that's why I'm going to put this much time into it, trying to keep it afloat on my stupid non-channel, and then to go on to actual channels and put this in comments. You know? And the more of you that might do it, the more it might happen. Great idea. Right. If it doesn't happen, here's the thing. This idea is so radioactive. No, it's the opposite of that. I don't know. It's fast decay. There's a fast decay on this idea. Next week, less value. We're at maximum punch right now. Maximum effect right now. Maximum effect right now. I'm going to repeat that again. Maximum effect right now. Oh, the good vibes. Gotta wait to the L1 halfway. Really taking damage. So I have to, when I stream from YouTube, I stream from my PlayStation, and I have to be in a game to stream. But the whole idea of the stream is not me gaming. It's the title. It's the title and the idea that I want to keep afloat. That Joe Biden should pardon some of the J6'ers. That's really the core. When I see a user pop in, I start to talk about it. Otherwise, it's just me streaming to myself again. Tilted. Yeah, this is a hot idea. This is a hot idea. I don't see the downside. I see more MAGA cheering on Joe, and Joe would love to be cheered. Joe would absolutely love to be cheered by real Americans. I got a feeling, you know, he doesn't want to get yelled at by his crowd no more. He's done. He's not going to run cover for Nancy. He doesn't have to. God, this is a good idea. I just so want to see this happen. I'll handle my disappointment, you know, when it doesn't happen. I'll handle my disappointment, you know. I'll be okay. It won't be the end of me, I promise. It'll be all right. But I'm telling you, I want this so bad. I really want this so bad. I can taste how much this needs to happen. It's just palpable, man. It is palpable. And maybe I should challenge me, you know, like, I'll just keep this up, and anybody that comes into stream and wants to talk about it, or like, just I'll engage with me. I will challenge me. Prove me wrong. Joe Biden should pardon the J6'ers. Prove me wrong. You know, that's the format. That'll be the next stream. I keep my focus. Interesting. Yeah, that's all I wanted to do today is stay hyper-focused. Hyper-focused on an idea. And then put that out into the ether to release it into the wild. I don't think I can get this. I can't. Yeah. Let's close our eyes now. Anybody that's watching, which is nobody, and let's all focus our energy together on the idea that Joe Biden. Just imagine him sitting down and having the press release, and doing it. It could start with Curie Jean-Pierre, whatever. She makes the announcement, right? Or they just go right into the signing. Just do it. Just do it. Blindside the deep state and pardon all the J6'ers. God, that would be amazing. If he did that, If he did that, I don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know what I would do. I would start streaming with a camera. I would, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do. I would do a little happy dance. I would do a little fucking happy dance. I would do a Trump dance on camera. If Joe Biden got pardoned, I would do a Trump dance on camera. And I'd probably dab. It would be embarrassing. The whole thing would be embarrassing. No, I wouldn't do the dab. I would smoke a dab is what I was talking about, right? What? It's legal where I live. Leave me alone. If you didn't want us thinking all these crazy thoughts, you should have never legalized the ganjuana. Just saying. You thought it was going to make us docile. Instead, it opened everybody's mind. It made everybody go, what the fuck? Smoke weed, you're just naturally going to want to engage in conspiracy theories, alternative thoughts. Just deal with it, man. Deal with it. You can't have it. You fuck with it. Gotta check weight. 612. Is it working? Stone, gotta get some wood. Beautiful. You know, I can't sing the Proud to Be an American song without getting teary, choked up. Horrible. And it's always at the part when he says, I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me. Fuck. I think there's I'm too empathic. But honestly, I feel that way sometimes, and then other times I feel like everybody else is. Where's the empathy? You know, they lack it. They're lacking behind me. But I can't karaoke that song. It's not that I've tried to I haven't karaokeed for 20 years. 20 years ago, I was in Japan. In the middle of a weekday. I'm drinking alcohol with one person in the bar. It's the owner of the little bar. He's wanting me to sing more Deep Purple. Because like Deep Purple went through Japan in the 70s and they still haven't recovered from that. The cultural ripples of Deep Purple going through Japan still hit hard today. 50 years later. But I couldn't karaoke that song. And you know what else song I can't? Dance with My Father. Oh God. I could probably Ave Maria. But Dance with My Father? I can't, I'm dead. Or what's the other one? Kelly Clarkson. Oh my God. Which one is it? Oh my God. Where she's like breaking free. Oh. That's an emotional song. Because I'm a dad. I got girls. It's emotional. Everything about that. That song's out. Realizing I'm a karaoke pussy. I can't sing anything without it hitting hard. When I'm in the bar and there's like, I'm gonna be in there later. The old military dude who likes to play country, but then military songs. I'm gonna hit him with Green Berets today. Fighting soldiers from the air. Or fighting soldiers from the sky. Fearless men who jump and die. we're gonna play that on the jukebox. But they play other stuff, other country stuff. It's just like it's too hard. It's hitting me too hard. I don't wanna. Like it's not hitting me hard. Like I'm mad that I want to go kick my dog. It's just like, oh, this is just too heavy. It's not real. Then it's usually soldier stuff, father son stuff. This is my town. Didn't mean to come back so soon. I just ended up here. Pretty good. 600 pounds of, yeah. We need to smelt charcoal a little bit. Joe Biden pardon J6. Joe Biden pardon J6. It's a great idea, dude. It's such a great idea. You have no idea how great an idea it is. Yeah, you do. I got fish fillets I could deliver. Strong health. Fish fillets, strong health pots. I keep them in another pocket. I keep them in that pocket. So 5. I got 1. Got 1. Got 2. Take out a little bit of this to make more. Fish fillets. Right there. I don't think I have enough fish fillets. We do. Aha. We don't need to go to McDonald's. Excellent. I'm going to do this for maybe another 10, 20 minutes tops, okay? The stream, I wanted to be on the live stream for a bunch of people. It's going to show up as gaming. YouTube unsubscribes people that sub to me. Like every day they bleed me for 1 or 2. Every day. When I heard other YouTubers say that, I was like, it sounds like a bunch of, hot toi. But it's not. It's true. Every day we get a couple bled. So I'm gaming, but really the whole purpose of the stream is the title of the stream, which is that Joe Biden could pardon the J6'ers. It's a brilliant idea. They can all go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? All the J6'ers, like 95, 98%. If they're violent, super violent, I don't know. Maybe Trump looks at that later. But Joe Biden right now is in a unique position where he can pardon these people. He can send them home. We can have good PR. We can keep this healing going right now. If he waits till after January, he can still do it, and it would look good. But it's a dick move because you kept in there through Thanksgiving and Christmas and Kwanzaa and whatever, Hanukkah. He could release the J6'ers right now. It's a maximum PR for America. It's like the only people that are going to fucking hate this are people in Washington that were involved with trying to hide the J6 tapes and lie about it and refuse police and everything else, right? Trump offered it. The people that tried to silence the president in Twitter, the people that may be involved in government to coordinate that. Like, And then crazy lefties are going to not like this because they've been told it was a violent insurrection, which we all know after seeing the tapes, right? QAnon shaman being led peacefully. It's just there was 2 minutes of fear porn out front with a lot of feds and Ray Epps and that Antifa kid from the Seattle Northwest said he was going to come out and wear a MAGA hat, and there he did. He documented it. He just showed us. They're going to not like it. How many people is that in America? 1,000, 10,000? A small amount. And actually, there might be a lot of blue hairs, the crazy lefties, but we don't care what they think anymore, right? We just don't care what they think. A lot of them have undiagnosed and diagnosed mental illnesses. Maybe we shouldn't be listening to these people. But Biden he can do it. Like, legally, fucking perfectly constitutionally, legally, he can do this. He can make this happen rapidly. And it would be this amazing thing to see social medias of all these people and the teary eyes getting released from jail. Wouldn't that be beautiful to most Americans, right? To most Americans, that would be beautiful, and it would be a middle finger from Joe to the old power that first kept him in too long and kicked him out, right? And Kamala, it would be the biggest middle finger. Joe, it would be your revolutionary moment, Joe Biden. You have a chance to join a very small group of revolutionaries, sir. I know you're not a Freemason. You're not in the club. It's okay. But most of the people, 99.999% of the people involved in this revolution aren't Masons. They're just Americans, man. They're stepping up. They've woken up. They have woken up. And you can join us in this beautiful action. I don't know what else to say. I'm getting choked up, teary-eyed, thinking of it not happening. But you know what? Probably the reality, Roswell, it's not going to happen. It's a great idea. I don't have reach. I won't hit. All I need to do is hit one person. One. In my head, I just need to influence one. I'm not on a mass influence campaign. I'm on a weird the one campaign. And that one person then turns around and repeats the idea, and it hits, and then it's in the head of Joe Biden. It's in the White House. It's on social media. It can't be escaped, you know? I don't need to be the voice. I'm just had the idea this morning so hard. It hit me so hard. It floored me. It floored me at how beautiful it would be. And if Joe and Mika are talking to Trump, if President Biden is meeting him, if old power is agreeing that they're going to transfer and it's going to be, here we go. You beat us. We don't like it, but you beat us. If that's going to happen, Joe could do this. There should be zero resistance to this from patriotic people, and the only people that would resist it are people that are still trying to promote the January 6th myth, the big January 6th lie. You know, those are the only people that are going to try to that will hate this. And I only see upside on the idea. There's just win, man. And it's more healing. It's the beginning of healing in America. So let's go. I go about things odd, I know. I should have an X account or True Social and I should put it there, right? I should do something, but I'm doing it in a game. God, I'm off. Awful. So I want to go out and I want to go to the veteran. I want to wear my dark MAGA hat. I'm so dark MAGA. As a Freemason and a heretic. I'm dank MAGA. I'm dank MAGA. That's it. That's it. Dank MAGA. Speaking of that, my tax dollars going to good work. Can you believe? I can't believe a pack of cigarettes is like $8 now or some shit. Holy crap! why are you smoking that poison? That's pretty expensive. I mean, I don't know. I mean, the dank is still, more expensive than the tobacco, but it gets you thinking sometimes. You can sit down and puff up a big puff and, you know, look out at nature and have your deep thoughts, right? You don't want to be puffing and then just go into social media and just wreck your brain. But I think that the founding fathers wrote about marijuana in their letters to each other and stuff. I swear, early on, the things coming out of California from normal 30 years ago, 35 years ago, I don't know, about the founding fathers talking about how they were harvesting it and they were smoking it, man. Is this another Mandela effect, Roswell? I'm pretty sure that the founding fathers, some of them, were raising hemp. We know they were raising hemp, but they raised the marijuana aspect of it. They cultivated it, they commented on it, and they smoked it. So, it's with that in mind, as a dedication to the greatness of the founding fathers, that I would like to bear witness to their smoke a peace pipe with the universe right now, and really, 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 I don't know, pray that the idea that Joe Biden can early release pardon almost all of the J6'ers immediately, and have this great healing to our country. And I'm going to christen that. So mote it be. Beans. So that's it, man. That's my stream. What kind of weird ass thing am I involved with? What kind of mindfuckery are you engaging in, Roswell? This ain't normal. Nothing about this is normal. Nothing what I've seen, nothing what you've said is normal, Roswell. Why are you doing this? I'm compelled. I feel compelled. Let's see. I can't tell how long the stream has been up. It still looks live. Do I hear it? There we go. Thank God. Dude, I've streamed for probably 3 hours this morning. The first hour and a half, the mute button was on. The mute button was on the first, so I deleted that. Now I got a feeling I'm probably up here a similar amount of time. I don't know. So, please, please, please share the idea. Don't share the video. This is too much for people to process, right? This is 3 hours or whatever. It's too much. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? You just take the idea here. You take this idea and you put it out on your medias. You connect with your friends. You talk to people about it. You call a newspaper or something. You know what I mean? Call a newspaper. Oh my God. Did I just say that? I'm like Joe Biden. You go home at night and listen to the phonograph. You call a newspaper on the rotary. You can't tell the operator it's KO5 Klondike. Just get the idea out there, please. And who knows? Be positive. Be positive. All right, cheers.